Live from beautiful Madison, Indiana, the House of Jane presents the House of Jane Songwriters Sessions.
We're going down to the House of Jane. That's what we're gonna do. Going down to the House of Jane. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All right, I was talking about observing people, and like I said, I live in a sitcom most days, except when I'm feeling yuck, and then I live in a Stanley Kubrick film. But I was in this value market in Louisville a couple years ago, and it's one of those, I'd say it's like kind of like Kroger, but it's more high end or whatever. And I went back to the deli counter to get some shaved processed turkey. I like it really thin. And so I was talking to the lady and the fellow behind the deli counter. They're probably, I guess you call them millennials, is that right? They were probably about 20, and they didn't have anything better to do, it seemed. So I started telling them about that store, and it used to be an A&P, like 30 years ago. And I went in that A&P with my sister and my mom, and I was telling them this story. I said, you wouldn't believe it, but over in the produce section, when I was about 4 years old, I met Colonel Harlan Sanders. And I'm sitting there telling this story while my turkey's getting shaved, and they're just kind of looking at me, blank-faced, and I told them how the manager had an Instamatic camera where the picture came out, and I've got a picture of me and Colonel Sanders at home somewhere, and I didn't get any response from them as I'm telling this story, and so I get my turkey, and I'm like, y'all have a good day, And I walk away, and I get about 8-10 feet away, and I hear the young lady turns to the man and says, that guy thinks Colonel Sanders was a real person. and I'm like, man, I can't win. There's nothing I can say now to get out of this thing. People are great. So this is another observational song. I wrote this when I was staying in Nashville doing a session a few years back. I was at Airbnb and wasn't the best part of town, and there were characters all around. And I love this coffee shop called Ugly Mugs. I don't know if any of y'all ever been there over in East Nashville. So this is called Ugly Mug Blues. Take these plates at the table full, and to the Buddhist monks playing Angry Birds, and they ain't keeping score. Oh my, my. Here's some mud in your eye, and then I get home, I'm gonna throw away my phone. My downstairs neighbor walks the dogs every day, up and down the block. She goes both ways for the pay. And that's all I'm gonna say. But I sure do like the view. You should see her new tattoo. Well, there's lots of people saying things, and lots of people complaining, but forgetting where they've been. And I know it ain't right, and some do it just for spite, and they do it again and again. Well, I'm just a little bit too tired, and I'm a little bit too wired. So I'll give you a 9 out of 10. And if you ask me, I'll just shake my head and grin. Take these socks and take these shoes, throw them on the bank. I got to learn to swim the Cumberland Blues. And I'm waiting on the muse, but I got plenty of time, 'cause I never refuse the muse. Well, I got plenty of time, 'cause I never refuse the muse. All that's true. Let's see here. I'm going to do a song, another kind of Nashville-centered song. It's about a really cool late 1800s mystic named Mary Louise Tate. And for some reason, I kept looking at the graveyard where she's buried when I would drive past it. I don't necessarily believe in a lot of that stuff, but then I saw a picture on something in a book, and I started reading about her. It's fascinating. But she had a vision, and she became the very first woman to ever start or found her own denomination. Did I do that? Hey, Mary, it might be yeah. Whoa, I'm telling you, that's kind of what goes on with her. But the more I read about her, it's just fascinating. She was from Van Lear, Tennessee, and she founded this denomination that traveled around the country called the Do-Right Band. And they were a group of revivalists that focused on natural living and like the synergy between the world, the natural world, and humans in a Christian way. And just really fascinating story. But anyway, I wrote this about her. It's called Mary Magdalena, which is what she was posthumously called. She awoke in a fever, words fell from the sky. Only she knows why, only she knows why. A Van Lear, Tennessee healer, she'll make your spirit fly. But boy, she can make you cry. Boy, she can make you cry. Mary Magdalena, riding southern breeze. Better get down on your knees before it's too late. You'll be alright. Wash away your sins tonight. Take you by the hand and show you the promised land. Ooh. Raise your whiskey in a toast. We all live in a house of ghosts, and everyone you see has to leave eventually. In 1903, downtown Nashville, Tennessee, she spoke to the sky. Now we all know why. Mary Magdalena, riding the southern breeze. Better get down on your knees before it's too late. You'll be alright. Don't worry about sin tonight. She'll take you by the hand and show you the promised land. Good job. Thank y'all very much. And make a note to Google her, for real. It's a really interesting story, and I don't know why you never hear about her anywhere, you know. It's fascinating, Southern history. One of my favorite things about music in general is the community around it, and if y'all are here, so I assume you're music fans on some level, or Jane fans. How about, we're all Jane fans, right? Yeah. But, you know, I've always loved music because it gives me hope. You know, I love the idea of essentially being able to find inspiration and transform our lives, what we're doing. If we have a bad day, you know, music is like a natural medicine to me. It's a healing force in my life, and I wrote this song kind of to speak about that, and the whole idea that, you know, if you're here, if you're on this side of the dirt and the sun's coming up, you have the power to change anything you really want. You can start over from day one at 6 a.m. tomorrow when that phone alarm goes off and you hit snooze 11 times. But after the 11th snooze, you can do whatever you want to do. Start over. This is called Happy Birthday. Today is the first day of the rest of my life. It hasn't been perfect, but I'm gonna get things right. I'm not over the hill, but my road's built out of rubble. I'm climbing it still. Some say I am trouble, but I'm just trying to live free, like a song on the wind. Won't you come sing with me? We can all begin again. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Pink plastic swimming pool and these yellow swim trunks. Last night's cold meatball I'm having for lunch. I'm gonna pop a top and watch the shadows move across the blacktop. Got nothing better to do. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Laugh at myself, 'cause I got all that I need. Wind in my sail and red blood when I bleed. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Okay. Thank you much. Everybody I ever play music with gets mad at me because I never do song lists. I always just go on what I feel. And that's really frustrating because I play usually with different band members and they just shake their head and try to figure out what to do with me. Well, I'm going to do a song. It's me looking back at myself when I'm 15 years old, for better or worse. So this is called I Want to Start a Band. Well, I've got a plan. I want to start a band. I want it to be the best in history. I want to take my time and do it right. If it's worth doing, it won't happen overnight. I want to start a band. I want to leave on him on the drums. Every once in a while, he'll sing a song. I want Emmett Lou in there too. and Professor Longhair playing walking blues. I want to start a band. And I won't even face the crowd. I'll just turn myself around, and you'll see me with a great big grin, 'cause I'll just be listening. I want to rock and roll and rhythm and blues and old time country like Hank used to do. I want Joni Mitchell and Stevie Ray and Derek Trucks playing slide for Marvin Gaye. I want to start a band. And the music will always remain, even though the songs change. And I think that's a sign that it's divine. I want Robert Hunter and John Prine to put it all into words and to make it rhyme. I want Dr. Ralph to take me to church and save my soul with just one verse. I want to start a band. I want to start a band. Oh, 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 oh. But I'm just a kid with a radio, and my bedroom is aglow with a warm and fuzzy sound that makes my whole world go around. All right, I'm gonna dedicate a song here. I wrote all those, but this one I didn't write. I'm gonna do this for my dad, who's struggling right now. he and I have been lifelong buddies, and he's been a fisherman his whole life, and he just didn't wear enough sunscreen. A reminder to everybody. So that sunscreen lack of thereof caused some issues, and it's in multiple places. So I'm gonna do this for him, and if I can talk Uncle Paul into playing a little bit with me. You got your mandolin there. Is that possible? You bring your mandolin up here? All right, everybody, Paul Hashfurter. Paul is one of my favorite people on this planet. Incredible artist. He had a great opening in Louisville a few weeks ago, and a lot of folks there, and really cool stuff.
It was about 1,200 people, so we won't.
There we go. All right, I'm gonna do circle for Dad. G. I was standing by my window on a cold and cloudy day when I saw the horse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Well, the soul will be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home away time in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Go, Paul. Undertaker, please drive slow for that lady you are home. Lord, I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away time in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Everybody, will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home away time in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Give it up for Paul Hashford. Thank y'all. Y'all sounded great. Another hand for Jane for doing this. She's a star here. Thank you.